All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On first down, McClellan takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run on first down. McClellan. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
All day, baby, all day. Check 24, check 24. Ready, go.
On first down, McClellan. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 43-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Hey. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 43 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run on 1st down. McClellan. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, pick it up. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Ready, go.
On 2nd down now, McClellan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. 70 and 54. Check pass, check pass.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a run with McCaffrey. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a... lawn chair. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got 80 weapons. 80 weapons. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go. Set. Check 50. Plant. 54. I got you. I got you.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Check. Crunch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. We want this. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Come on, defense, keep it up, guys. He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Watch it. Jumper.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Kill.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 39 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Matchbox, light. Check 99.
start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, McClellan. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's McCaffrey. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
At the 38-yard line.
From the 38, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Switch.
Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 62 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
10 at the 26-yard line.
Red. 10 Tucson. 58. Come on. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Shoot. Chopper. Chopper.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's get off the field. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because... And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point right down the middle. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the eye. Check. Watch twits.
Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
What you got? What you got, Eddie? What you got, Eddie? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check 50. Check 50. Kill, 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 kill.
From the 41, Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the 2nd person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, 2nd drive, not much better. On 3rd down, McClellan. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
H3, 218, chopper.
They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, the 40, the 30, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack it. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 29-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Quick dash. Go. 22, Jet Bomber. 22, Jet Bomber.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The try here for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Ravens 45, Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
22 Jet Bomber, 22 Jet Bomber. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 6 yards away. And the Texans cut into that lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Brown. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Owuzie with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
This is McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 13. Check 13. Go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Let's go now. Knock the bread. 9:51. Watch the pass. Set up.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.